All right, let's jump right in. For a long time, investing in AI was something the really forward-thinking companies did. It was a choice, not anymore. Today, it's pretty much a matter of survival. The whole conversation has shifted from what if we use AI to what happens to us if we don't. We're going to break down exactly why the time for waiting is over.
This right here, this really cuts to the chase, doesn't it? This isn't just some catchy phrase. It's the cold, hard reality for every business leader out there. Doing nothing used to be the safe play. Now, it's the fastest way to get left in the dust. And if you're wondering about the urgency, well, look at this number, 99%. Get this, that's the percentage of Fortune 500 companies already using AI. The big players, your competition, they're not waiting around. This isn't some future trend anymore, it's the cost of entry. Which brings us to our first big point. The grace period is officially over. That time for just dipping your toes in the water, running little experiments here and there, that era is done. We're now smack in the middle of a massive wave of market momentum. And the scale of this thing is just mind-boggling. By 2030, AI is expected to add $15.7 trillion to the global economy. We're not talking about a niche tech here, we're talking about a fundamental rewiring of how business gets done on a global scale.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the sheer acceleration. Look, the global market is growing at a really fast clip, over 19%. That's impressive. But then you look at the US market, it's growing at a blistering 28.3% every year. It's completely outpacing the rest of the world. This isn't some far-off prediction. It's an explosion that's happening right now. So where's all that money going? Is it just hype? Nope. This shows us it's going into real tools that do real things. The fact that over half of all corporate AI investment is pouring into software, that tells you companies aren't just speculating. They are buying proven solutions to solve their biggest problems. Today.
Okay, so this all leads to the one question that every executive wants answered. Forget the hype, forget the buzzwords. What's the actual real-world return? What am I going to get for my money? Let's look at some proof.
All right, first up, Dish Network. They use some pretty smart AI to analyze their customer service calls to find out what really makes people tick.
And the result? A 500% lift in their return on ad spend. I mean, think about that. That's not a tiny improvement. That's a game changer that proves the investment paid for itself many, many times over.
Let's do another one. This time, we'll look at saving money. We all know Netflix, and we all know their recommendation engine, the thing that knows what you want to watch next.
Well, that engine saves Netflix an estimated $1 billion every single year. It keeps people subscribed, and it helps them make way smarter decisions on what movies and shows to produce. That's $1 billion straight to the bottom line.
And these aren't just one-off examples. Look at this. The results are everywhere. Rogers Communications? They used AI to bid on ads and cut their costs by a whopping 82%. L'Oreal's virtual try-on tool makes people 3 times more likely to buy something. Bayer? They drove 2.6 times more traffic to their website. The pattern here is crystal clear. No matter the industry, AI is delivering huge, measurable value.
So here's the really crucial part. Those immediate returns are fantastic, right? But the truly visionary companies, they're playing a different game. Their goal isn't just about getting a one-time return. It's about using AI to build a fortress around their business, a sustainable competitive advantage that pays them back over and over again with interest.
Okay, we've seen the massive upside, but let's be real for a minute. The pressure to jump in is huge, but doing it right is tricky. We have to talk about the elephant in the room.
And here it is. According to MIT, 95% of enterprise AI projects fail to deliver what was promised. 95%. That's a staggering number. This is a high-stakes game, and a lot of people are losing.
Which, of course, brings us to the most important question of all. If almost everyone is getting it wrong, how do you make absolutely sure that your investment puts you in that tiny, successful 5%?
Well, the answer starts with understanding why things go wrong. And here's the secret. It's almost never the technology's fault. It's a failure of strategy. It's starting a project with no clear business goal. It's using bad data. It's not having the right people, or not being able to connect the new tools to your old systems. In short, projects fail when you put the tech cart before the business horse.
And this is the solution. The successful 5%, they follow a clear roadmap, a framework like this. It starts at the very top with a business-first strategy championed by leadership. Then that has to translate into redesigning your operations.
And crucially, you have to bring your individual users along for the journey with training and support. It's about total alignment, from the CEO all the way down.
This leads us to the final, critical decision, the one that truly separates the market leaders from everyone else, and that is the choice between buying a tool off the shelf or building your own custom AI engine.
You can think about it like this. Buying an off-the-shelf tool is fast and easy. The problem? Your biggest competitor can buy the exact same tool tomorrow, and just like that, any advantage you had is gone. Building a custom solution is a strategic move. It's built on your unique data, for your unique problems. It's the difference between renting a tool and owning an asset.
Let's just walk through the verdict here, because it makes it so obvious. If you want a long-term competitive edge, custom AI is the clear winner. It's a proprietary asset you own. What about data security? Custom wins again, because your most sensitive data stays under your control. Deep integration with the way you already do business. Custom is engineered to fit perfectly. So while off-the-shelf tools are fine for simple tasks, custom AI is the only real path to building that durable, strategic fortress around your business.
So what's the takeaway? What do you do now? It's about being strategic, not frantic. Here are 3 things you can do right away. First, just stop and reflect with your team. Where is our single biggest opportunity for an AI advantage? Second, get realistic. Be brutally honest about your data, your talent, and your readiness. And third, find a strategic partner. Don't try to do this alone. Find someone who can help you de-risk the whole thing and build a clear path to success.
And that brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. As you move forward, ask yourself this simple but incredibly powerful question. Is your AI strategy building a true, defensible asset for your company? Or is it just adding another feature? Because the answer to that question will define your competitive position for the next decade.